Okay, I hope you're ready for the study this week. We will meet a Zoom meeting at 7 o'clock. Everybody say it with me, at 7 o'clock Wednesday night. If you join late, 5 minutes or so, you can jump into the Zoom meeting for Bible study anytime after 7 o'clock. This week we're going to run from 7 o'clock to 7:45. So you can jump in anytime there. But if you want to jump in at the beginning, be there right at 7 o'clock. It's not as forgiving as showing up at church is. So God bless you this week. It's a unique time we're in, as we all know. And I'm so grateful to God that His grace has provided opportunity ahead of time for us to be sort of ahead of the game. And so if you haven't been exposed to this and you're new here, if you go to the website and you click on the Bible study, which is that one, you'll see basically a live opportunity. There'll be a video, which will be this, and you will see that you're able to follow the instructions right there down below. Follow those instructions and you'll be able to fill in the blanks and be prepared for the Bible study ahead of time. You can hit the bottom portion after you do that and hit submit and your email address, and it will email you your questions and answers. Now that only goes to you, so don't worry about it. I'm not grading your paper. But what I want to talk to you about this week is that I want us to be able to take every advantage that God has given us to minister the gospel to this world. What would it be like if you were the one that God had chosen to minister to the world? What would it be like if you were the family that God chose from this moment forward to minister to the rest of the world? Think about those kinds of questions. Answer the questions online and dive into a few things with me. We're going to discuss the remnant and being the remnant, how that in Romans chapter 11, verse 5, Paul talks about that by grace we are chosen, and that God's grace has chosen us among all people to be the ones who, in a time right now, I feel like every preacher is going through their series on fear, and they all want to talk about how don't be fearful. I don't feel that people are so much fearful as they are thoughtful. They're thinking a lot more. They have a lot more questions. So it doesn't, as the church, being the church, we want to be able to answer those questions, not say, hey, don't be afraid. We want to give them confidence that we're not afraid and that we don't live by a spirit of fear, and that we're using all the wisdom God has in order to speak to this world and answer those questions. So I want to encourage you, keep reaching out. We had people check in to online church this last Sunday from all over the world. I got a report this week that a friend of mine had sat with his daughter in New York and they had watched online service. So this gives so much opportunity for us to speak to the world. And they've got to know where we're coming from. You see, if we were those people who were just the gossipers, the slanderers, the wild ones who just want to give extreme measures of what God is doing right now, we don't so much have the ear of the people. But I believe you, Oakley Church especially, you have the ear of the people because you have earned the right to be heard. And so now's your time to begin to share the love of Christ, the love of God, and to share that confidence that you're showing right now with the rest of the world. And so I think it's a great opportunity for us. Let's get together tomorrow night. That would be Wednesday night. If you're watching this at a different time, it's Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. If you do not have the invitation to the Zoom meeting for Bible study from me, then let me know, and even plug in here if you're on the website. Then go ahead and check in somewhere and say, hey, Pastor Bill, if you have my text me. However, we have a Facebook group, messenger group. We have all kinds of ways So get that to me, and I will get you an invitation as soon as possible. And so I will see you Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. And we're going to discuss a few families throughout Scripture who were considered remnants and had also unique opportunities to minister to this world. I want to encourage you. I'm praying for you. We love you, and I will see you soon.